Hello, what's up my friends? So my name is Rainer and welcome back to this week's market analysis. Once again, right, you don't see my face at the start of the video because, I'm in reservist, I'm in camp from Monday to Friday, and time is definitely not on my side on the weekends, right, because I have to spend time with my loved ones, my family. So what I try to do is still get you out the weekly market analysis, but to quicken the process, right, I've decided to skip the webcam video that you usually see. So this is to make it more swift, right, for you, right, make it more swift in getting out the videos, as well as for me to save this precious time that I have on the weekends. So first up, right, let's talk about the 30-year Treasury Bond. You see, the 30-year Treasury Bond is very bullish over the last few weeks. We have higher prices, and currently price is trading at multi-year highs. Over here it's trading at multi-year highs. So it's definitely a bullish product to take note of. And for trading opportunities, you can look at the forward chart. You look at the 20. The 20 is this red line over here, the 20 EMA, and the blue line over here is the 50 EMA. They are currently acting as dynamic support. So a pullback towards this dynamic support could give you a potential long opportunity to get on board this trade. So this is my take on the 30-year Treasury Bond. I'm bullish on it. I don't see many traders talking about it, so this is why I've decided to share this setup with you. So up next, let's talk about the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar, right? Clearly, the trend is still towards the downside. The path of least resistance is still, towards the downside. And one thing to take note of is that right now, price is currently retracing, and this is a potential resistance area that you may want to pay attention to. Because if price were to come into this area, there are two ways you can look to trade it. Number one, you can just simply short when price comes into that area, right? This is for more aggressive traders who are confident of the levels. They just simply place a sell limit order into that area in anticipation that price will, reverse and trade lower from there. Second option is for traders who wants to have some sort of a candlestick confirmation, right? I write it as candlestick confirmation. It could come in the form of a pin bar that looks like this, right? It could come in the form of an engulfing pattern, or it could just simply come in the form of a lower close into the resistance area. So there are definitely multiple variation of it. I can't predict which variation will unfold, but what I can share with you is the potential scenario that can occur. So for you as a trader, I hope you have your trading plan, because you need to have a trading plan that tells you what exactly you're going to do if price does a particular scenario, right? If it gives you a particular scenario, what exactly are you going to do? How are you going to trade it? What is your entries? What is your exit? Where will you, look to, take your profits, or whether you have a trailing stop mechanism? What is your risk management? So these are all the different factors that it has to be in your trading plan. So what I can do for you is just identify the best trending markets for you, certain key areas I'm looking at. When it comes to the precise entries, the precise stop loss, I would say, this is entirely up to you on how you are going to trade it. So there is absolutely no right and wrong about it, but there are definitely pros and cons that comes along with it. So this is my take for the New Zealand dollar, something for you to take note of as well. So second up, let's look at the Euro dollar. So Euro dollar, again, right, in recent days, right, you see it's very bullish, and right now it's coming up into this key resistance over here. So for Euro dollar, this is an area that will be of interest to you. And another thing that can serve as a confluence factor is the 200 period moving average. You can see over here 200. I click OK, and it's this black line over here. So we are coming into two confluence factor. Number one, the 200 period moving average. Number two is this resistance over here. So I'm not sure how price will react when it comes into this zone, but there is a possibility that it could reverse from here, right? Given that the longer term trend is still towards the downside, we're coming to a resistance, and it's aligned with the 200 period moving average. And likewise, like the New Zealand dollar, there are two ways you can go about it. Number one is you want to just go short into the area if you're confident of it. Number two is you can wait for some sort of a candlestick confirmation to signal that price is ready to trade lower. I can't give you exactly what candlestick formation is going to form in the area, because there is just so many variation of it, right? Like earlier I showed you that it could have a pin bar. So right now it could be an engulfing pattern that looks like this. This could be an engulfing pattern, or it could simply be another variation is price Let me remove it. Price could just come into that area, closed higher, then it consolidate, and it just suddenly just smash lower like this. So there are many variations of it. But what you want to see, right, for more conservative traders is rejection of higher prices. That basically sums it up. You want to see rejection of higher prices. So euro dollar is something that, it's on my watch list as well. And last but not least, I want to share with you is the dollar yen. Again, right, very similar setup to the euro dollar, just that right now it's the opposite. It's in an uptrend. So I get in my 200-day moving average. I click OK, and a support area to take note of is over here. So in the coming days, right, you can see that you can expect the 200 period moving average to inch higher, and this is a zone that you want to pay attention to. So again, I'm going to probably repeat myself. You can wait for a confirmation, or you can just simply get long into this zone, and then anticipate higher prices to come. So another question that some of you may have, hey, where can I look to take some profits off? So simply put, let's walk you through a potential scenario. Let's say this is the support area I've highlighted. Price does come into this support area, and basically say it gives you a bullish pattern, right? So you got long on this bullish pattern. A little bit large, but pardon me for my poor drawing. And first thing first, right, say you get long, stop loss below the low over here, and your first target, right, logically you want to look is to take some profits at this swing high over here, because it could act as a potential resistance. So for a swing trader, you will look to take, I would say, basically, most of your profits at this target over here. For those who are trend followers who anticipate that the trend will trade higher, you will anticipate that this resistance over here will get broken, and price will trade higher. So what you can do is use a trailing stop mechanism, a higher high, higher low, for example, to trail your stops. So basically, right, before you enter a trade, you must know what kind of trade you're putting on, how you're going to enter your trade, how you're going to exit your trade, how much you're going to risk on each trade. So these are all the fundamental essentials to profitable trading, right? Trading is not simply, identifying where to buy, where to sell. There is a lot more that goes into it than simply knowing where to buy and sell, right? So remember, right, you always need to have a trading plan before you can actually, put on the trade. So, yep, that's all I have for you guys in this week's market analysis. I shared with you a potential trend trading setup on the 30-year. There we talk about potential trading setups on the New Zealand dollar, euro dollar, dollar yen. I share with you, how you can actually look to trade it, whether you want to wait for a confirmation or whether you just want to queue at the levels. There we talk about, the last part I shared about whether, you want it to be a swing trade whereby you just take your profits at a target level, or whether you want it to be a trend trading trade whereby, you look to trail your stops as price goes further in your favor. So, yep, I hope, that clears up. So if there's any questions, right, don't hesitate to let me know. Feel free to leave comments below. With that, I wish you all good luck and good trading. I'll talk to you soon.